Hi, Carrie and Therese here today to chat a little bit about wealth building, what it looks like, how it happens. I mean, from our limited wealth building knowledge, you're welcome.
So they say.
So I think first part of the conversation is super basic as far as the way we're coming at it. Are you renting versus owning?
Right, and just from a simple math standpoint, if you would have bought last year at $300,000, let's say, your property probably gained about 20% in equity. So 20% wealth building just from paying your mortgage, which right now in Orange County, a mortgage can be cheaper than paying rent because rents are so high. So instead of paying off your landlord's mortgage, you're paying your own mortgage down and having that instant wealth building with the equity that you're gaining as the prices continue to go up.
And I think it's sometimes scary for that first time home buyer to jump in, right?
For sure.
Where you're like, oh my God, it's 10,000 over. Like we just had one recently. First time home buyer, little condo, reasonable HOA, which never happens.
It's hard to find.
But that it was 15 over list.
Yeah.
But even at 15 over list, and list is just an arbitrary number that somebody chose anyway, which I think people get stuck on it to begin with. But at that $15,000 mark, but what is your payment difference between that number, right?
It's not a lot.
Right, it's not a lot. And then if what you're saying is true, that your appreciation over even the next year is half of what it was last year,
right?
Call it 10%. So you just paid less monthly and your property's worth 10% more than when you started. These numbers are not my specialty. These are her specialty. But so just from a super basic standpoint, renting versus owning. We try really hard not to get desensitized so that it is a big deal. We don't think $15,000 is a small number, but $15,000 over 30 is a small number.
Right.
So I think that's I think people get stuck and hung up in those numbers and prevent them from taking the leap, I think. So that's
one way. The second one,
so rent versus own,
right, would be buying an investment property. So because property values have gone up so much in the last 2 years really, most people have enough equity to pull out money, refinance, pull out money, and use that money to purchase another property. And because rents are so high, even though prices are up because of the low interest rates and rents being so high, you can still buy investment property here in Orange County that will make sense. The rent will still cover the mortgage.
Right. And the same argument goes for that too, right? Where people will say you're buying at the top of the market, but if you're covering your cost and you appreciate 10%, even 5%,
right.
Where are you gonna? Otherwise, your money is just sitting in your house, right?
Not doing anything,
right? I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
Your money is sitting in your house, right? You need to take that out, make it make you money. And where else are you gonna go and get 10, 15, 20% over time on your money? Again, this is not my specialty, but nowhere. So I think that's
the second one.
Yeah, and we are hoping to spend some more time helping our clients who are interested in finding those investment properties and making that make sense, and hopefully maybe putting some groups together where maybe we can buy something with multiple doors where you're buying an 8-unit building versus a duplex versus a single family. So we are committed to doing that. That's our 2022 goal.
Right.
The other piece of that people I think hesitate from doing is property management. and we got you.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Take care of it. Right. People don't want to buy an investment property because they don't want to deal with the tenants. They don't want to collect rent, repairs, all of that. But we handle all of that for you. So
We'll screen the tenant, we'll find them for you, and we'll handle maintenance, etc.
the only thing you have to do is if there's repairs that are over a certain amount, dollar-wise, we'll call you for that. Otherwise, you just collect the money in your bank account. You don't even have to go to the bank. It literally just shows up in your bank account. But I think for all of our clients and all of our friends, everybody's at a different level. So I think the easiest way to do it is to have us sit down with us and come up with an individual plan, whether it's I can't buy right now because my credit's not where it needs to be or I don't have enough savings. Still sit down with us because we can help you come up with a game plan to buy in a year. Or you have a house that has a ton of equity and you want something bigger. Well, why don't you just pull out equity from your current house, buy another home to live in
as your primary
and rent the one that you're in out. Or you love your house and you want to just pull money out and buy a duplex or something like that. Everybody's different. We can help you with whatever you're trying to do.
And I think the conversation is sometimes a little bit scary, but you have to start somewhere, right? You have to be honest and say, oh my God, my credit sucks. I'm a 550, help me. What do I do? And then you have to come up with a plan, right? Even long short-term plan, right? Like just in 1 year, I want to fix my credit and get to the point where I save even 5%, right? That can still get you in the game. So I think we are just here to tell you that, we're here for you, and wherever you are in the process, we're happy to help. And I just would like also to say that like when we bought our house, I had like $6 left. So like it's scary and it's a lot, and like the payment seems like so much, and like people will say like, oh, you just do it, but like it just works the same as, you're gonna pay your rent, you're gonna pay your mortgage. So we're here for you.